Good evening. I'm Brett Baer. We are coming to you tonight from the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in Simi Valley, California. More on why I'm here a bit later in the show. We begin on the other coast, however, as President Trump meets with 3 of his top national security officials after calling for a major investigation into reports the FBI had a plant, an informant, a spy, whatever you want to call it, in his presidential campaign in 2016. President Trump especially wants to find out what his predecessor, President Obama, knew about it. Judging by his tweets, the 45th president clearly considers this part of a big conspiracy. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge starts us off tonight with the investigation. Good evening, Catherine.
Brett, in a statement late today, the White House press secretary said there's an agreement for the president's chief of staff, John Kelly, to immediately bring together law enforcement and intelligence agencies with congressional leaders so that lawmakers can view the highly classified records they requested long ago.
A White House official said the president's concerns about an alleged FBI informant would be raised at the meeting, which included Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, who has oversight of the Russia Special Counsel probe, FBI Director Christopher Wray, and Dan Coats, the nation's intelligence chief. After the president's weekend tweet calling on the Justice Department to investigate claims about the informant, the department quickly announced Sunday the expansion of an internal investigation into alleged government surveillance abuse. The new line of inquiry will consider whether there was any impropriety or political motivation in how the FBI obtained surveillance warrants or used informants to collect intelligence. The vice president told Fox's Martha McCallum the administration wants clarity and closure.
The president, I think, is grateful that the Department of Justice is going to have the Inspector General look into it and determine and ensure that there was no surveillance done for political purposes against our campaign. I think it would be very troubling to millions of Americans if that took place.
A source close to the matter tells Fox News that the Republican chairman of the House Intelligence and Oversight Committees, Devin Nunes and Trey Gowdy, want a discrete set of records, about 200, related to the intelligence source and whether their work was used in the Russia case or to obtain surveillance warrants on Carter Page, a Trump campaign aide.
All we're asking for is give us the documentation that you used to start this investigation.
On the Senate floor, the minority leader said the president's call for a parallel investigation set a bad precedent.
President Trump seems to have the terribly misguided view that the Department of Justice is there to protect his political interests and prosecute his enemies.
The president's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, claims that earlier this month he spoke with special counsel Robert Mueller about the investigation ending by September 1st if the president agreed to a mid-July interview. Giuliani said the two men also talked about the alleged FBI informant. Giuliani said Mueller's interview with the president should be contingent on Giuliani having access to the informant.
A source familiar with the discussion said tonight lawmakers are waiting to learn more details about the proposed meeting, the timing, and whether all records requested by Congress, including those related to an alleged FBI informant, will be made available. Brett.
Kevin, thank you.